Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some Europa Universalis IV with Mare Nostrum. That's right, we're playing this early. We're like 3 or 4 days ahead of the actual release. We're on patch version 1.16.1. Twitch chat has decided that we're going to play as Japan. I voted against them. There's like 2,500 of those guys over there, and they're like, let's play Japan. But then people said Japan was kind of boring, so we decided to not play Japan. I decided not to. We're going to play as Holland because I want to try out all of the sea-based, like, pirate stuff and just whatever, all the stuff that's in Mare Nostrum, right? Sailors and all that nonsense. We could have done that with Japan, but I also am very curious to see if we can actually form and do any achievements in the review build that I'm running right now. So there's a chance by playing as Holland that we could actually eventually do the Roman, form the Holy Roman Empire, not the Holy Roman Empire, the Roman Empire, which is the old one. So yeah, we're going to play as Holland. We've played something sort of similar. A long time ago, I did a campaign called Trady McTrade, which was a custom nation. This one is actually not a custom nation, so Holland. So we get Dutch ideas, which is the same ideas you would get if you were forming the Netherlands. So if you start off as like another country, like say Brabant or something, and then form Netherlands from them, then you would switch over to Dutch ideas. But we start with Dutch ideas to begin with. So we automatically have 25% National Sailors modifier, 50% Naval Force Limit modifier. We start our ideas. We actually unlock yearly inflation reduction, an extra merchant with more trade range, development cost reduction, naval leader fire, pretty weak if I'm being honest. Tolerance of heretics, pretty weak as well. Siege ability plus 10 is pretty sweet. Infantry combat ability is pretty good, but it comes really late in the game. And then we finish it all off with trade efficiency. Now, we got to take time to like look through all of the new stuff, because there's tons of new stuff, right? What do we have? First off, we're Duke Philippe III de Burgundy. That's actually, we're in a personal union underneath Burgundy. We need to break free from him. But for now, he's giving us lots of monarch points, which we really appreciate. We gotta hire some advisors. Let's go ahead and hire a, looks like a national tax advisor would probably be the best. We actually make pretty good income from trade, but national tax here. Trade power would be awesome, but we don't have that. Spy network construction speed. Okay, so the Spy Master now, instead of getting you Spy Offense, gives you Spy Network Construction Speed, which we'll talk about. We're going to go with him. We'll try that. And then we need a land maintenance modifier guy, national manpower mod. I don't think we need the manpower. I think we probably want the... We need the money early on, actually. We're pretty poor. Okay, so what's new? Let's go through and look at all the new stuff. We've got nothing new on here. What's new on here? We have this root out corruption slider. With a setting, we will pay up to 10% of our income to combat corruption. So we have this new mechanic called corruption. Corruption increases over time due to unbalanced research, high government rank, and high levels of mercantilism. It can be decreased by being ahead of time in administrative or diplomatic technology. If all else fails, you can spend ducats to reduce corruption over time. Corruption can affect all power costs, minimum autonomy, as well as spy defense and network construction speed. So it's bad. Currently, we have no corruption, and we are spending no ducats to root it out. So we'll hold off on worrying about that for now. Nothing else has changed here, it looks like. Except we do have a new item in here called State Maintenance, which we'll talk about. We have the condottieri as income. No one is paying us for condottieri. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. So we can rent out our troops to other nations. We have nothing new in here. Although there is a change. Transferring trade power is no longer a power slot, or like a relationship slot. So we need to probably aggressively try to get trade power from people. In here, we can see that administrative technology now unlocks increased number of available states. And I think that's the only change on here for now. Nothing changes with our ideas, no changes to policies. Although there have been numerous changes to some of the idea groups. Like now there's like naval ideas affects your sailor recovery speed, that kind of thing. And espionage got changed quite a bit. We may now, instead of supply like spy offense, again, it's going to be spy network construction rate. We can slander merchants. Chat is going crazy. It's distracting me. We may sabotage recruitment, covert action relation impact. We may corrupt officials, and we may steal maps with the espionage idea group. We might go for that just for fun. It's probably subpar, really. No other decisions here for now. You need to own Rome in order to see the decision to form the Roman Empire. So that's kind of a long ways off. We try to improve relations, get some extra diplomatic reputation, solidify papal relations for more papal influence, or try to improve our prestige for monarch points via the stability bump. I think that this is the easiest one to do. Friesland, sure, we'll improve with them. We got some new decisions in here. So, we've got offer condottieri. You cannot rent out condottieri while you are a subject. So we can't play with that just yet, but we'll break free from Burgundy, and then when we are, we'll try this out. You can rent your army to other nations, which is sweet. Enforce peace, proclaim guarantee, threaten war. That's all been there before. Build spy network. So now, instead of just like sending a guy to do something, you build a spy network. And then your Frisian spy network needs to be at least size 10 to use this action. So you build a spy network, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens when we start doing that. But that's how that works now. It's all totally different. Lots of new decisions in here. Sell ships, request to share maps. And that looks like about it. We've got this thing here, which tells us how many states we're allowed to have. We can have 10 states. And to see how many states you're allowed to have, or what states look like, you go to the the areas map mode. Areas are states. So these are states. We're allowed to control 10 of them with perfect autonomy right now, which currently we only have 1, right? We've got this state here. The region is the Low Countries. And if we go to the states and territories map, we can see that the Netherlands is here. And this province is part of our state. So if we conquered this somehow, then it would automatically just be part of the state that we're in. But yeah, we're in a union underneath Burgundy, so we've got some issues to work on there. No other apparent changes that I'm seeing here. No other apparent changes here as well. Our overlord Burgundy has no active subject interactions with us. Okay, cool. And we still do have estates, even though we are a subject, so that's kind of cool. Do we want to sacrifice some prestige? We already have negative prestige, unfortunately. Early money could be nice. I do think that we need more influence from these guys. So we'll grant monopoly charters, we'll demand their money. We will, again, probably want to do all this as well, just to get their numbers up. I don't think we can get their influence higher. It's 20, 40, 60. I don't think we can get to 40s. There's no point in doing this one. There's really no point in getting their loyalty up either. Hiring a level 2 guy for cheaper would have been nice, though. Call a diet. No, the influence is just far too low. We're too small. Really too small to be playing with it. Okay, alright, so what can we do now? Well, we can just basically unpause the game, get going. We're going to start improving relations with Friesland, since that is our mission. I already got my keyboard shortcuts mod working, yay! We do have new map modes, by the way. There's some cool ones. There is a loot map mode I'm very excited about. When you are at war, you can see it colors provinces based on the amount of loot remaining, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome. Let's take the time. I know people are going to be asking for this, so we're going to take our time in this first episode. Let's just go through and see if we recognize any changes to the idea groups. Nothing that I'm seeing so far in this idea. Okay. That's the same as I recall. Missionary strength followed by papal influence, prestige, missionary strength, culture conversion, that's all same. Build cost. Twitch chat, you need to point this out if you see anything different. Development cost minus 20, that's the same. Colonist there is good. I mean, the obvious changes are going to be the maritime type idea groups. Permanent CB against less advanced nations in Asia and Africa. Okay, that's the same. I think they changed the wording on it, though. Ooh, state maintenance minus 25%. That's interesting. I don't think that was there before. Obviously, there was no state mechanic, so... Yeah, you have to pay for states. So that's cool. Okay, core culture creation costs, or core creation costs, available mercenaries. I do know that, okay, so administrative finisher used to be goods produced, I think. It was like 10% increased goods produced or some nonsense. Now it's number of states plus 3. That's cool. Which overall lets you have far more provinces with lower autonomy, so it effectively gives you more money. One of the things that is also different is that now the available mercenaries affects the number of troops you're able to lend out via condottieri. So that is a useful modifier now. Because before, available mercenaries was kind of superfluous, just because you had infinite mercs to begin with. Religious unity, national unrest, tolerance of heretics. Accepted culture, that's all the same as it used to be. It's all the same. This one we already went through, it's different. Same. I'll end up with 3 merchants throughout this idea group. Nothing changed there, okay. Colonist. Nothing seems to have changed there. So Maritime has changed. You now have National Sailors modifier plus 50%, which, by the way, we have sailors. We have 1,381 sailors. Now, is there a modifier on here about sailors? Yes, there is, right here. So development gives us 525 sailors. Military development gives you manpower. Diplo development gives you sailors, I assume? Monthly tax income? No, it doesn't. Development plus 525. It looks like 21 development times 25. It looks like, okay, so it's just each development gives you 25 sailors. So coastal development is worth 25 sailors. Interesting. And then because we have the city core, it's 100%, and then coastal center of trade gives us more, and Dutch traditions gives us more. So that's cool. So we end up with quite a few sailors there. And I believe, is that just like the max number? It's just automatic. It's just straight up from provinces. It's not doing like the times 10 years thing that manpower does. Manpower gives you like 1,175 here. No, actually, I think they changed that too. That is how that works now, isn't it? We get 10,000 base and then plus 2,000 for provinces. Because we have 2 whole provinces. All right, cool. So let's take a look at like building ships then. How does that work? It costs 200 sailors to build a heavy ship. Only 50 sailors to build a bark. 100 sailors to make a galley. Interesting. And how does naval combat work? I'm so excited to try this out. I think that you might like lose sailors. And they have to be replenished. Mission settings. Repair threshold default. Aggressiveness cautious. Adjust the behavior of this fleet when it is carrying out a mission. What? Select mission. This is so cool. Protect trade. Okay, so they've oh, very cool. So they've consolidated this menu down. Notice how it used to be that there was just like a protect trade thing here. Now they've consolidated it all down into a missions sub-selection. Raid coasts. You lack the idea to raid coastal provinces for cash and sailors. A fleet is able to raid the surrounding coastlines for sailors and gold, provided it belongs to a nation with appropriate ideas. Other countries or other fleets currently hunting for pirates in the region reduce its effectiveness. Well, why not me? I want to do it. I'm assuming these guys can do that. It just seems like something they can do. May raid coasts, exactly. Damn! I want to do that! Damn. Get this cool button and I can't even do it. Who's allowed to do it? It's probably just the Berbers for the most part. Evade enemy fleets. To evade enemy fleets, right-click on a destination. Evading enemies in a route to Helgoland Blight. So I'm guessing, like, if there's an enemy ship on the path or something, it's going to try to path around it, like, and just stay away and not go there, and that's kind of cool. Repair threshold, default. Severely damaged, never. Aggressiveness, default, bold. Aggressiveness influences how the fleet will react to enemy ships while on a mission. The higher the value, the stronger enemies the fleet will try to engage. Cautious and bold. There's only 2 settings. Okay. Well, that's neat. Select mission. Protect trade, privateer, hunt pirates, explore, hunt enemy fleets, blockade enemy ports. Oh my god, that's so cool! Blockade enemy ports, evading enemy fleets that are not significantly weaker. That is so awesome! So, we have to go to war. We have to go to war. Like, right now. I need to get free. Okay, we gotta play this game. We gotta play, we gotta get in our independence. All right, how are we doing? Let's start playing. I'm geeking out here. We need to build some more troops. Let's build 2 more infantry, and then we'll start gearing up for breaking free from this derp. Are you serious? We're like literally 5 days into the game, and they've already formed the union. Holy crap. Now that is like the fastest union I think I've ever seen. If I remember reading correctly, I think in the developer diaries, I think Lithuania got like a development nerf. I don't think they're as strong as they used to be. Let's check the ledger, see how much development they have. Lithuania has 273 development. I don't know. I'm not sure. Holland. They've got more development than Poland does. I don't really know. Yeah, I agree. Chat is saying that the DLC is completely changing the game. I can't wait. I just like the idea of the AI automatically sending ships around to establish a blockade once you've done the big major battle. What is this thing? Like a dashed line there? Is that just, what is that? Here, let's tell these guys to go protect trade. Protect trade in the English Channel. Kingdom of Italy, yep. That doesn't involve us. Alright, so we've got 10 light ships, and let's try out this mission settings. Repair threshold, default. What does default mean? Like, I guess we'll just leave it on default. I mean, I don't really need to modify it, I guess, but... Huh, okay. Well, I apologize, I've geeked out here for like 20 minutes here. We haven't even really done anything yet. Papal State is now the Papal Controller. Very well. I'm assuming that the Emperor is the Emperor, right? Still Austria. We're going to go down to no army maintenance because we're not at war. Fleet maintenance is somewhat substantial. We have a fort. It costs us money. Let's turn it off. We don't really care about army tradition just yet. If anything, we're going to hire leaders using grant generalship, assuming we can get their influence above 40%. To do that, we'll need to call Diet and probably grant them a province, which really does suck, but we only have one province to grant, so... Who knows? I mean, we can't do anything with the current ruler. Utrecht has joined a trade league led by Venice. Damnation! Okay, is there trade league map mode? Trade value? Trade company regions? No, that's not it. Political? Rebel types. Colors the provinces according to what type of rebel factions there are in your country. Okay. What can we do? Okay, so Venice is leading a trade league. Receiving trade power from a whole bunch of people because he is the leader of a trade league. Where can we see? I want to see more information about this trade thing. Okay, so this is it. This is the one. In a trade league with Gelre, Siena, Lucca, and Utrecht. All league members join in defensive wars. Each member agrees to transfer trade power to its leader. Members can have at most one province, or they will automatically leave the league. Leader must have at least -50 prestige to continue leading the league. Leader must also be a merchant republic. Being in a league gives -1 diplomatic relation. Global ship trade power plus 20%. Multiplicative in provinces with trade by merchant republics. Local goods produced plus 100%. Alright. Looks like pink on the map, yeah. So when you click on them politically, you can see it here. Very cool. Cool. Okay, so the very first thing, again, we have to break free from our liege. Do we have Liberty Desire? We have 11 Liberty Desire right now. What can we do to piss him off? Let's insult him. I don't like you. Just so you know. You don't like me, at least. Apparently, I still like you. Who hates Burgundy? We need to find someone to support our independence. So, Burgundy is rival to Austria, England, and Savoy. I mean, England's probably the one to try to break us free. Hostile attitude toward us, that's unfortunate. We could try to improve relations with them. They're still going to probably stay that way. France would support our independence. Haha! There we go. Let's go for that. Help us, France! Blob! Who else? Could we try to get Austria involved? Yes, we can. And, Burgundy also hates Savoy. Hey, Savoy. Why don't you want to help us? Huh? Savoyard, opinion of Burgundy's plus 13. Dutch army strength. We're quite weak. Alright. We're gonna do this. So, could we just declare... I mean, I kind of don't even want to declare the war yet. Because we're going to lose stability on the declaration because we're going to get a new leader, which sucks. But Austria-France versus Burgundy, like, we just kick this thing off really quick. I think we should try to get Savoy in here, though, as well. Let's improve relations with them for a little bit. And let's see if maybe we can make England like us. It's possible. Okay, but I'm going to take a break here. I do look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. See you soon.